This is Canarsie, Rockaway Parkway. The next stop on this Brooklyn-bound podcast is Last Stop on the L. Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
It's your boy Juice, a.k.a. The Juice is Loose. Studio 231 is located in the beautiful and trendy Lower East Side of Manhattan with studio rates and full studio setup. If you'd like to record with me at Studio 231, you can reach me at juice-cannon.com or Twitter at juicecannon.
Last Stop on the L is proudly sponsored by Dulce Amore Couture, premium couture accessory line, specializing in jewelry and watches featuring the handcrafted Amore collection. Based in New York City, but not limited to. You can meet Miss Yeezy Smith on Facebook /Dulce Amore Couture or Instagram Dulce Amore Couture or visit the website dulceamorecouture.bigcartel.com.
We gotta talk about.
I was gonna say why people.
Welcome back to Last Stop on the L. We actually been talking for a minute, but we're not gonna get into that. We're just gonna get into the topics today. It's your boy Danny Ocean.
Our boy,
It's your boy Chris from Highbridge.
yo, it's your boy Mayhem Mike saying, listen.
Hey Sage, you in the building?
Oh, shit. Oh, what up, yo?
We lost 45 minutes or whatever. We gonna blame that on
45 minutes or whatever.
But it's alright. It's nice to see the gang back here. We out here. We live. You know what I'm saying?
We're gonna pick up where we left off. Ain't nobody miss a goddamn step. We was just walking slow. You feel me? Let's get with it.
If you're saying I'm walking too slow, you walking too fast, baby.
So, what are we gonna get
Yo,
back
all right. So real quick, Vonna Sage is back. Vonna's doing her thing. Shout out to Vonna out here chasing the bag. You know what I'm saying? Woo, 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 woo. Here we go. All right, cool. So, definitely check out Creed 2 coming out on Thanksgiving. X-Men trailer. We thinking it looks like It's looking. I say it looks good. Everybody else is like Venom, Basura, Halloween.
Awesome.
October 19th looks good. Daredevil definitely looks good. Black Lightning, October 19th, all look good. Let's go into Insecure. Let's talk about how real the Lawrence Hive is. Let's talk about that.
These niggas here.
Issa's a fuck boy.
No credit. She had no savings. Oh.
She was giving up no
She had
cheeks.
no savings because the nigga drained her to the first fucking season. Lawrence! She was holding down the fucking fort.
That's interesting because he was getting a stipend, wasn't he? He was contributing.
Was he though?
Yes, he was. We don't know the exact amount, so you can't go there. But at the same time, she didn't have enough to move into an apartment. Her credit score was that bad. How you don't have no money and your credit score low? Oh, but she couldn't move in with what's his face because she did. She moved in with the same dude she cheated on him with. Oh, but she not a fuck girl? No. Oh, okay.
I stated this earlier. She's
Yeah,
not
we
a fuck
were
girl.
having a car ride coming down here.
Oh, yeah, we're talking about this. I thought she not a fuse.
Yeah. She's a complete fuck boy.
Oh,
No, she's not.
She's a fuck boy.
fucking up.
Complete.
Yeah.
That bounce back ain't happened. That real flow.
Tati in the background trying to defend her point. Oh, and on top of all of this shit,
Let's hear this.
what's Molly? Yeah, Molly's dead ass just fucked up on the whole shit with her and Dro.
Here we fucking go.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy?
You want to throw that out there, Tati? I said it for everybody else to hear too. Goddamn it! I'm not keeping it in the car doors.
I said this before. I'm gonna say it again. I believe Issa broke the goddamn vase. All right. I mean,
We're not to let that go.
Nah, son. The vase wasn't
Molly ain't
broken
let
when
it
you
go.
got there. Let's be real.
They all need to let that shit go.
But if they let it go, she'd have a place to have been. Beforehand, she would have had a place to stay.
If she wouldn't have let it go in the first place, she would have had a place to stay.
Vonna, you not gonna defend your girl?
I already said what I had to say.
So that sounds like a no. Fuck girl.
I said.
Listen,
And you know what? And you know what? No. Hold on. I'm gonna go take a step further. I'm beginning to doubt her pussy power. Ooh.
Nah. I won't go there.
Really?
I can't agree with you.
Why?
Because, like I said to Tati and Devon in the car ride, I was like, she gave false hope of said drawers, and that's why he let her. That's why he let her come there. He was like, you know what? I got a chick I'm fucking with, but I got living house pussy too. But she wasn't cooking, cleaning, contributing to anything, and she was trying to save her money. Y'all ain't friends. This shit messy as fuck.
It
is messy.
You know what's crazy?
And you wasn't giving him no cheeks, but every dude that let a chick come in his house that ain't doing shit for him, and you getting nothing out the situation, invisibly behind that wall, you know cheeks will come down the line at some point because you got to have the barter with something.
Well, he messed up. He could have gotten some cheeks that night, but he came out his face. But he spoke some truth. He spoke some truth, but it's the way he came about it.
Listen,
the barber.
What did he say? Vonna doesn't know what he said. You want to know what he said?
What did he say?
He said, I feel like I'm always saving you from some shit.
And I agreed with you with that.
But then if he's always saving her for some shit, guess what that means she's constantly doing?
Fucking up.
Exactly.
But we've already established that Issa is
Daniel
fucking up.
Captain Save-A-Hoe and Issa the Hoe?
Ooh. But wait.
Hold the fuck up, goddammit. No, wait a minute.
But Lauren says she ain't a hoe, she just do hoe shit.
If it looks like a hoe, smells like a hoe, acts like a hoe, it's a hoe.
No.
That's what women call us. It must be a hoe. Don't get me wrong.
No,
Listen.
here's the no. Y'all do whole shit because y'all leave with y'all dicks. There's a huge difference.
So imagine when she does whole shit.
Difference.
How much worse that is then.
First of all, she does not doing whole shit. She's
doesn't?
unstable right now with her fucking financial situation. Just because she's relying on other people to help her does not necessarily mean that she is going to go into whole tendency, quote unquote, kind of things, and she shouldn't have to.
So she's not a full-fledged hoe. Gotcha.
You know what? I wish I had something to
prove your point. Prove your point, though.
Y'all are infuriating with this. It's so funny, though.
No. Let me tell you where I'm coming from. Hold on. Let me tell you where I'm coming from real quick. Y'all were all quick to come down on Lawrence, right? Quick, season 1.
Fair enough. He's some shit to criticize.
Right. He's actually doing the best out of those two right now.
And even then, Issa was fucking up. That's the whole point of the show. She is the focal point. We're watching her process of being in a relationship fucking up, out of a relationship still fucking up. Because at the end of the day, this is her journey where she's trying to figure out, okay, I need to find balance and I need to find stability. She thought she was going to do it with a partner, and that didn't pan out. And that was her fucking initial plan. Oh, I love him. We're going to do this shit together. We got each other's back. What happened? How long was he unemployed?
She fucked up.
No. How long? No, it was longer than that. It was longer than that. I feel like it was for a hot ass minute.
5 years? It was 5 years.
It was like 4 or 5 years.
That's a fucking long ass time.
I don't think he was unemployed for the whole 5 fucking years, though.
Because he was going on interviews and whatnot, but he wasn't staying with John. Okay, whatever the case is.
Either way.
But at the same time.
She did what she had to do as a partner to try to keep it together for the both of them. And then, unfortunately, instead of expressing herself in a healthy way, she started being very passive aggressive with him, and that's when she started cheating in her mind. That's when she started.
Nah, you know what? Wait. I've heard this play out before. I think, quote me if I'm wrong.
Good.
Doing whole activities with whole tendencies.
Hoes are your friends. Hoes are your enemies. Well, whole energy to do what you do.
No. So how come she's a hoe? How come she's a hoe and he isn't?
He was a fuck nigga, wasn't he?
And how is okay? How is she a hoe? And he's a fuck nigga. He didn't. I will say this. What he did was fuck nigga shit.
Devon was sitting on the sideline for this whole time. Chime in on that.
He's listening.
Look.
The things that Lawrence got judged on were fair. Like, I was with you with the whole job thing. That shit's crazy, right?
It's fucking crazy. And then Issa's still fucking up. But a lot of the base for her fucking up is because she had a shitty start.
We were judging him on his ability to adult, right?
Right.
Financially provide for himself, progress through life, make right decisions.
And that's exactly what Issa's doing.
She's failing in all the ways that he's failed.
Yes.
So what we're saying is we spent the first season ragging on Lawrence for this shit, right?
Facts.
People were ragging on him.
Yes.
Whether it's justified or not, it's not even the point. It's just what happened, right?
Right.
So for us to be at this point where she's him, I'm like, oh no, that energy got to come back the same direction.
But
we ain't gonna do this, rationalize her fuck up shit.
What?
But then he's out here getting hung out the dry. Fuck that.
And on top of that,
she's been the same person.
But then on top of that, she was getting criticized for being the same person in the relationship, and he wasn't growing. Now, what you would call the glow up, he had a come up. He getting ass left and right. He ended up catching chlamydia.
Right.
But he was doing what the fuck he wanted. But as soon as she saw him, he was on his act right. He got his own place, doing good his motherfucking job, did everything that she wanted from him. And you probably would have been the beneficiary of all this had you not fucked up.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Did he want to leave the relationship?
So no. Listen.
Did he want to leave the relationship?
He did not.
He didn't want to grow in the relationship either. Because every time she fucking tried to come at him with some, well, how about he's like, no, I'm doing this. I was like, well, nigga, what the fuck?
So again, you would call
stand on love alone. Sometimes you need other things. I'm sorry, you need other things.
Right? It's like, come on. Like at the end of the day, if it wasn't for her taking the L on him for 5 years, he wouldn't have got where the fuck he was at then anyway. So if you want to fucking talk shit, we can talk shit.
If we're gonna go there, first of all. Lawrence, yeah,
still fuck girl though,
because she fucked up, and it's not like she's
not a fuck girl. She's fucking up. I said what the fuck I said, and I said how I said it.
Any other fucking turn,
is a distinction without difference.
At any other turn, this would be a fuck nigga getting played over and a chick having a glow up.
Yeah,
yes,
because that's what.
But now, since it's her going through this shit, it's got different adjectives.
Nothing is shit.
Yo,
I keep on saying that.
Lawrence Hyde is strong. He was a philanderer. He's a philanderer. He's not a whole
do what
ass
you doing,
nigga,
bro.
Just don't be mad. Listen,
and then
you know what?
When my son saw her in the supermarket, I felt that was a moment he was just like,
yeah,
simple ass. Oh wait,
you had that sweater on last year. There we are again.
Wait, and then on top of all of this, this is what I'm saying. What she did and how that shit ended up was totally and completely her fault, because some things take time and things can't survive on love alone.
Yeah,
but if you say you want to be with somebody for the rest of your life, when vows are exchanged, if you go that route, richer and poorer,
they weren't married yet.
In her head, she was running down the path of having kids, being married to this dude, and living a life. So she was already there in her head. That means you have intent. Intent, if you play that shit through, turns into reality. That being said, this motherfucker done had to glow up, got the career, now he's trying to find God and become the man that she always wanted anyway. And he's thinking about her in the same right, but she don't want nothing to do with him because now she thinks that she's over him. You missing out on all of this manhood that you wanted, but you didn't have the time to stick out for.
I get your point. You're saying he evolved as he wanted to.
Yes.
And now that he has,
but you realize,
but she's in a negative place.
But here's the thing. She's not in a place. She's not ready to be in a relationship with him because she has her shit nowhere near together as far as he does. I keep on saying she is fucking up. She's been fucking up since the first fucking episode.
Yeah, but there's levels to this shit.
No one is negating that.
And listen,
worse.
They won't be like, oh, Issa's fucking up. As much as they were like, that nigga fucking up. Let me go down the list. Let me go down the whole list. Listen, give him his props, man.
I'm not
I don't remember him cheating in a relationship.
You trying to negate his glow up.
No one. First of all,
trying to negate it.
No one's talking about Lawrence.
Respect the glow.
I'm not talking about Lawrence. I'm talking about Issa.
No, I'm talking about Lawrence.
And I said, okay, congratulations. You want a cookie? Like, what the fuck?
Yes, I need the whole fucking bakery.
I want famous Amos.
I need Chips Ahoy, Oreo.
Let them know.
Chocolate chip, please.
I need every single light skin and dark skin Keebler elf to come out and march
Milano.
all the way.
I want Milano
out that tree, son.
Milano, give it to me.
Son, it need to happen.
Anyway,
listen.
Back to my original point of Issa has been fucking up. The title of the entire series is called Insecure. I don't understand why this is lost on you.
Where was this energy in season 1? Where was this energy in the relationship?
This ain't about Lawrence. This is about Issa.
No, but we're saying it was about Lawrence because in season 1
he was the focal point of her insecurity.
Facts.
Every time
he was a distraction.
Remember when he left
Here's
Issa?
the thing.
And he left on a great note, I might add. Oh, they were hating. They were coming for him. He's still a fuck nigga from Best Buy. Look at him now.
When you can even go back before the season started when people wrote him out. And you could go on Twitter to see how people react to that, good, he ain't shit, blah, 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 blah. Now here we are, right, where it's like you have a physical comparison of people at two different points, and when the roles were reversed, it was one person causing this denigration. Now that they're separate, it's just we can't blame her.
But no. What y'all seem to really discredit is this is one of the very first. Nah, I can't say first. This is maybe out of a very small handful of shows, and HBO is really good for this, that has a very woman-centric point of view. And for women, for us to be dependent upon a man is very common. For it to be the other way, it outside looking in, people be like, or and then it's like, okay, so you have to constantly defend that fucking fact that I love this person, I'm gonna do right by them. But then Issa wasn't secure enough to fucking handle that fucking pressure, whether she's getting it from her parents or from her friends, whatever. She's insecure as fuck. She is not that person. She thought she was ride or die, but she was ride or die when shit was good. She couldn't handle the long fucking time period of this is a downward fucking spiral. She couldn't handle that shit, and not many people in general can handle that shit.
But my question to
you, I'm not done though. So
somebody give her a marathon stick.
Nigga, I haven't been here in like over a month, so I'ma talk my shit, all right? Give me the fucking God damn it.
Go ahead, Vonna. Go ahead.
The whole point and the premise of this is to see it from a point of view that is different from the status quo. It's usually, a woman usually does have most of her shit together. Think about it. Out of all her friends, Issa is the one that's lacking the most.
Mm-hmm. Is she?
Kelly's out here. She got her own, not firm. What is it called?
If you have
she got her own office.
Side chicks, we gotta...
No.
She's talking about together.
I'm saying together, financially together. Issa has to depend on somebody.
Okay, I got what you're saying.
That's a hard ass fucking L to take. Okay. It's like shit. She's not even confident enough to even push herself out there to even really date anyone. Mm-hmm. Shit just falls in her lap. She's like, well, let's see what happens. It's like, what? Like, bitch, you're cute. You're not even gonna. She's fucking socially awkward. How many shows do we have with women that are women of color that are socially awkward and don't use their sexuality to get ahead? I'll wait.
But technically, is that her position?
What's that one with the weird girl in the British show? I can't remember.
Chewing gum?
Yeah.
But she's a fucking teenager that lives with her mom. That's a little bit different. But I see where you're going.
So cringy, I couldn't watch.
Right.
Yeah.
It was funny as hell.
And she did that shit on purpose. So
shout out to her.
This is a reference point of someone that is
Black Mirror. Just want to shout her out for that.
Yes. Yeah. This is a reference point for women of color as to the fucking millennial issues that we're having and transitioning into adulthood, because she doesn't see herself as an adult. She's fucking
Vonna, I feel you on all that, but at the same time, what we're talking about is the clapback, the heat, the drama that y'all brought for Lawrence in season 1. When we're like, yo, look at the come up, y'all are like, nah, he's still a fuck nigga, he's still a hoe, he's still catching shit.
No. Let me ask the question.
Game recognized game though.
You tell me if the fucking shoe was on the foot and it was Insecure starring Lawrence, and Issa was the quote-unquote fuck nigga.
He still would have been a fuck nigga. Y'all still would have said the same thing.
Facts.
No. It would have been the same.
Listen, the crazy thing is, wait. Okay, I'm gonna let you talk real quick.
The crazy thing is,
right?
Same page.
All right. The crazy thing is, all right, cool. Lawrence wasn't doing good as a man, for sure. We give you that, for sure. For 5 years, he was sitting on his ass. He wasn't really doing anything. He wasn't growing, for sure. However, Issa cheated. She supported him. She cheated. Boom. So then he started doing good.
Doesn't that sound fucking familiar?
Huh?
Oh, doesn't that fucking sound familiar?
Okay,
right. But we talk about other people. We talk about them.
We're talking. Bam. Stay on track. So then, with all that, he started doing good, and then he got confident in himself, a little bit too overconfident. He was like, I could do this myself. And then what she say? No, don't do it like yourself. When you're gonna end up back, and he's like, all right, cool. But then he found out that you cheated. So at this point, here it is. He's like on some. I thought we was together. Like, I understand we've been through shit, and I had myself in the cloud and whatnot. But you cheated on me, and everybody was like, he's still a fuck nigga. He fucking that girl. Oh, what about season 2? Was it season 2? Yeah, the season 2 is like, oh, you not. You think you a good nigga, but you a good nigga with a fuck nigga tendencies or some shit.
Well, that was because
that. Make sure y'all come back at him, right?
He kind of dogged the other chick out,
right?
A little bit.
All right, cool.
So now you have two different women's perspectives.
Wait.
All right.
So you got Lawrence and you got this. I
heard you in your speech.
She's doing the same shit too.
I heard you.
So she didn't dog this nigga out.
The first one you got.
The one that she's reeling with.
Some rando. Like
and she ain't contributing shit. Not even pussy. Like, wait.
That one time.
I got you, bro. No, that one time. I got you. I give you this. You tell me what's the common thread in this whole fuck up of the series? Because it ain't Lawrence. He removed himself from the situation.
Talking
that's
about
what I'm saying. So
I've said that several times. This is not about Lawrence.
We're talking about specifically Lawrence. That because he's reintroduced now. We thought we were past him and this shit boomerang.
Yep.
just to see where she stands. The common thread in all of these fuck ups is her. Yes. He got removed from her situation and he's better. She's still stagnant or below. So my thing is, who was the fuck nigga in the situation in the first place?
No, negative.
Because there must have been fuck nigga energy in the room, and it must have rubbed off.
No,
it must have been rubbing off. And he stayed stagnant because she's a fuck nigga from the beginning, and now she's still a fuck nigga, and he stayed with her, and now he left. He's no longer a fuck nigga. She still is. So who was the fuck nigga in the first place?
You know what this series has done? It's demonstrated how black women and black men view the world.
Yes.
Through the similar but dissimilar lens.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Because I fully understand that this show is from a female perspective. And, you know, it's actually interesting to see a show written by a powerful woman about a woman fucking up, right?
Right.
Or women who've achieved a lot, because a lot of her friends have achieved a lot.
Yes.
But
they still have issues.
They still have issues. Like, there's been shows, there's a lot of, like, archetypal shows where there's, like, a powerful woman, but she has, like, this, like, stereotypical issue in her life or whatever. But what this show does is, like, it does nuance.
Right.
Like, she's not bad with all men. She has self-sabotaging ways that you can see, right?
Right.
Or the men that she deals with aren't all terrible, right? It's just that
they don't have some of their attributes are like, man.
To me, I view this whole show as the millennial version of Girlfriends.
Negative.
Yes.
This is not.
They just play in different income brackets. It's the same story playing out.
This is nothing alike.
Come on. Molly is who?
I know who
you think Molly's Tony?
I know what you're trying to
You got the light-skinned, curly-haired one.
I understand
what you're doing. You got the heavy-set one.
Kelly. This is not.
Who? Like,
this is
Kelly's
not.
my girl. And then Joan is who?
This is not.
Issa. Just with Issa's Joan with less money.
This is not.
Hold up. Don't be doing Joan like this.
Listen, bro.
Joan had her life
Joan was a fuck
relatively together. Relatively together. Okay?
Relatively, Issa's a fuck bringer.
Listen, there's a difference between scattered puzzle pieces and I can see the picture. Okay?
Stop
Joan
playing.
can see the picture.
We've seen this shit play out before. There's a common thread to all this shit.
Listen, this is a great show. I love
this because it sparks honest conversation. Like, no malice behind the shit. I love the fact that her character shows the vulnerability that she has.
Though I will say this about Issa, though, she made a mistake naming the character after herself. Because now people are going to address her. Like, I would have named it like Shenardney. I don't give a shit. Just Shenardney.
But that's one of those. That's one of those things that if you really know me, you don't call me by my name.
This is true.
If you really know her, she probably got a. She's Nigerian, right?
No,
she's Senegalese.
No, she's not.
What is she? You want to hold the information?
It's not those.
Well, she might have one of those culture specific names that everybody knows about.
She's African American in another African country mix. Her dad's from the African country. I forget where.
Is she from Cali?
Eritrea? Is she Eritrea?
Yeah, she's Senegalese. That was right.
Senegalese?
Why her father is Abdoulaye Diop from Senegal, and her mother is Delna. Oh, she's from Louisiana. Oh, so she a little Creole?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. They met in France, where they were both in school. Well, pardon me, sister.
Yo, well-traveled ass. She got a stamp on your passport.
Closest I've been to Paris was London, because maybe I could see that shit from the water.
Issa's been to Africa. I don't know how many times, but she's been to Africa when she was a teenager. When I listened to her book, it was good. That was an interesting anecdote. Okay.
I can't wait for us to have these conversations again next year.
10 years.
Now, here's why. When the final season of Game of Thrones comes, and we just out here just arguing, how dare you say they're going to sit in the throne? Fuck you. You don't deserve that shit.
Next year, what is it in...
What birthright do you have? What? I'm sorry, babe.
When is Game of Thrones starting?
I don't know, man. I gave up.
It's next year. It's like March.
Hold on, I'm gonna look it up right now.
I ask no questions, so I can be told no lies, and my hopes will not be thwarted every time that I get them up.
Facts.
It just shows up. Oh shit! I see posters. All right, you're announcing this shit. Like you just walk by and see a random poster, and for like a month you don't know what the hell's going on if you're not in the know.
We're gonna go from one controversial topic to another controversial topic.
Oh, which one is this one?
In the last few days, the Jello Man himself has gone down. Bill Cosby was sentenced to
3 to 10.
3 to 10.
3 to 10. You got to do 3
in a Philly pen.
Woo. Yeah,
Jim
for
Pop.
the sexual assault of, I forgot the woman's name. Pardon me, I don't know her name. We'll Google it. That happened in the early 2000s. And I say this is controversial because I remember on sentencing day looking at my Facebook timeline was interesting. There were opinions. Listen,
fuck that shit. I'll say it. Fuck it. If you get your shit together. If you honestly believe, if you look. I got people on my timeline. I got people that I got into arguments about who feel like Bill Cosby's being, zoned in and attacked, and they really coming after him when they got other people, white people, who are out here doing the sexual assaults. Listen, as true as that may be, he still did the crime. He talked about
several times.
Admitted it. He's been fighting it for
about 50 plus.
He's been fighting all these cases for so long to shut these people up, right? Yeah. I'm sorry, like when it first came out, I ain't go front. I didn't think he did it. I was like, nah, they coming after him for money. It's easy to look on Hollywood and be like, yeah, he did this to me. But then they kept going on with the same drug, the same kind of. It's different. Two people who don't know each other, or multiple people who don't know each other, can't tell the same kind of story. You understand? And lie about it. You feel me? And then on top of that, there's this stupid meme that's like, are they willing participants or victims? You decide. And they got a picture of him with like 3 white girls signing something. I'm just like, what does this even say? Like, it just shows possibly 3 girls who are fans. You know what I'm saying? Nonetheless, he still raped these women. He not only raped them, he drugged them first, then raped them. Whether or not they were in a consensual, like, I could be having sex with Bill Cosby, but I'm like, yo, Cosby, don't drug and rape me. He drugs and raped me. That's a crime, motherfucker. Straight up and down. The only problem is these women didn't know or didn't think like, hey, he wouldn't do it to me until they woke up. I'm sorry.
One of the worst. They were talking about the case, and one of the things that got to me was that when Bill Cosby, during the course of this case, he actually filed a defamation lawsuit against some of his accusers, and that actually hurt this case. Because in that defamation lawsuit, people have to testify, right? Mm-hmm. You have to bring receipts. And those receipts were brought into this case because it was relevant. Mm-hmm. You're saying that these people lied about cases that you're not being charged with, right? And they're presenting this evidence. Let's bring it into this case. And that's kind of what sunk them. It's like, it's one thing for one woman to accuse you, but to have, at this point, 40 years
worth of
50 plus women, multiple instances of you not only admitting to giving them these drugs, talking about it in stand-up routines, talking about it on interviews. Like, at what point do we just say, listen, I get that people loved him for doing a positive. Okay, you know what? I'm tired of being nice. I really hated Bill Cosby long before any of this shit, and I've been holding this shit in for years because Bill Cosby has been shitting on black people for fucking decades, and every time I point that out to someone, they're like, "Oh, but he made the Cosby Show and he raised money for HBCUs." And
he also
what does
used
that
to go
mean?
to those same fucking HBCUs and then talk shit to them. Like,
he once said that black families are so bad in the ghetto that you're going to marry your old mother at some point. He made fun of people's cultural names. He talked about, like, literally go back and listen to Michael Eric Dyson in the Breakfast Club shit on Bill Cosby, because everything he said in that interview is not speculation. He's quoting Bill Cosby, and he's been saying that shit for years with this bullshit respectability politics. And then to go from respectability politics to this, like, all the time you've been saying this shit when you shit on Eddie Murphy and try to get him out the pay, and all those other capitalist comedians, and then this for what? Oh my god, dude. like I get the Cosby Show is influential. I understand his impact on society. He's one of those people we can't erase, like how Thomas Jefferson was a slave owner and a rapist. Yeah, I said that out loud. But we can't erase him from American history because he wrote the Declaration of Independence. It's the same way Bill Cosby's a racist, but we can't remove him from black culture because of the impact he's had, it doesn't mean that we though have to pretend that he's not a bad person because he did nice things. And I think that's the problem that people are really having.
They feel like your positivity erasures the negative. Not when the negative
positivity. If you did something, I believe in redemption. Right? I'm not going to say I believe in redemption for everybody. That'll be a lie. But I believe in redemption. There are people that do things that they're terribly sorry for, they're apologetic for, and they work to repair the damage they've done. He's done none of those things. He's not interested in doing those things, and he's not going to engage in the work of doing those things because he's maintaining a facade.
Exactly.
Right? And that shit is dangerous. And making the argument that a black rapist should be treated the same as a white rapist, you can't in that breath say that you're pro-black and make that argument because guess what? Crimes are segregating.
Yep.
Black rapists are going to more likely rape black women. So you can't be like, I'm pro-black woman, but like, let me get this black rapist off. That shit is insane.
Yep.
And I know it's been a tough week for women, especially those who've been victims of sexual violence.
Seriously.
To everybody out there who's been listening to the whole, this is unrelated, the Brett Kavanaugh hearings.
That was a fucking...
Turn off the news. I know it sounds like listen. There's going to be moments during this presidency you're going to need to turn off the news because the shit coming at you, boy. Like, for example, like, I don't even want to talk about the hearing, but here's why this is bothering me. This guy cited conspiracy theories as part of his defense, right?
Yeah,
against these charges.
As he started to
this
fucking
man
become unraveled.
has the ability to change the course of law for the entire nation. We're having this argument about confirmation. I'm like, he's going to get in.
Yeah,
and then he's going to spite all of you.
Yep.
That's why I can't watch this shit. It's like, I can't watch it for that because I know it's coming.
Anything sexual assault related that's going to go to the Supreme Court is going to be automatically you can count on him being like, fuck it, no.
He's going to spite you. Listen to that man testify. But listen, back to Bill Cosby. I need to harp on this because people, black people, my beautiful black people, stop with the conspiracies. Not every goddamn thing's a conspiracy. I really want you to understand and internalize that. Like, because they didn't... First, it was... Remember when they said the black Illuminati got Dave Chappelle out the paint? Remember those years ago?
Oh, yeah.
It was like Bill Cosby and Oprah didn't like what he was doing. Do you remember that conspiracy?
I remember that.
And now the Illuminati is against Bill Cosby. Which one is it, niggas? Like, can we pick a side?
Pick a struggle. Pick a struggle.
What about the fact that they brought this up to bankrupt him? Remember that one?
Or he's gonna buy NBC? Shut the fuck up. Oh my
Listen,
God.
he got money, but he don't got NBC.
He don't got that type.
He don't got that type of money.
He's not a billionaire.
Bill Cosby don't sell Jordans, at least. You know, I'm sorry. He doesn't. No, fuck that shit. Because here it is. The black community is like, oh, you know, justice for Bill Cosby and all this other shit. But yet turn around and be like, yo, Drake is out here grooming 14-year-olds.
Oh, that shit was wild.
You guys heard about that shit, right?
Yeah, you told us about that.
So Millie Bobby Brown, the girl from
Stranger Things.
Great show, by the way.
Great
Please
show.
Watch.
So she acted like any fan of any artist would. She saw Drake in Australia. She got his number. They talked. He gave her advice on boys, and then she's like, "I miss you so much." He's like, "I miss you more." All this other stuff. And when she revealed that onto the red carpet, you know, wherever she was at, whatever event, the world took that shit and ran with it and be like, Drake is out here grooming a 14-year-old. You know, like kind of like R. Kelly did,
First
right?
of all,
so let's take a step
Drake
back
is
here.
not
Right? First of all, let's look at Drake and let's look at his rap sheet.
Young Vahina.
Millie Bobby Brown and her mom Kelly has nothing to offer Drake in that retrospect.
He said, I like my girl's BBW. That ain't even in the act.
And it shows. Rihanna blew up and she's losing weight. Shout out to her. It looks like it. She's like she's working out. It shows. Millie Bobby got nothing. You understand? What happened was she's 14 years old. Yo, I just met one of my favorite artists. Of course I'm going to tell the world about it. You know what I'm saying? But people are like, oh, what are you doing giving boys advice? Yo, everybody here has met somebody, a family member, friend of a family member, random people just giving you, yo, stay in school. Don't worry about these boys. Don't worry about these girls. Don't talk about your union job.
Unsolicited, yes.
Right.
Yes.
And you know what? That counts as advice.
But here's the thing: she asked him. Didn't she ask him?
He probably. I mean, he does have a leading voice in it. Let's be real.
Like, listen, you got a good head on your shoulders. Let me make sure that you don't get fucking distracted like other people do.
I get the aesthetics.
He was a child actor too.
No, I get the aesthetics of it on the outside looking in. Like without
say
context,
that again. He was a child actor.
It looks weird.
It looks odd.
No, I understand that,
but at the same time,
same breath, these aren't the type of jokes that you make because these aren't jokes.
It's not. That's an accusation. That's an accusation that you can hurl at someone that could damage their brand.
Oh, but
it's also like it's one thing to say it. But the fact that you wouldn't even have the decency to like reach out to her manager, like if you think this is so serious, write a public letter warning what to do if you are a young girl in this situation. Where's the line and how you don't cross it? Don't just all of a sudden jump out the window and say this person is committing a serious, not even a felony. It's just fucking gross. Like so. Like, I don't understand.
You know why they're going after him? Because he's been in the news ever since the baby mama issue. And then also, supposedly, he's been seen with, what's her face? Hella B. Harris, whose godmother is Janet Jackson.
Oh,
and
her
father
Terry Jimmy Jam?
Whatever.
Because it's one of the producer's sons.
Let's call a spade a spade. You know what she's doing? She's using him to up her ante in social media presence. Because anytime she takes a picture with Drake, it's always at a concert for either him, because she does like him as a favorite artist, male artist, and female artist Rihanna. She's modeling for Fenty. How about that? Oh, no. Okay, I feel you. How about the actual dinner that they were supposed to have where Drake supposedly shut down a restaurant in Washington, D.C.? That never happened. They weren't even in the same state.
Yo,
they really coming for people. But yet, Bill Cosby, justice for Bill Cosby. The man who raped over 40 years of women. 48?
Yeah, it's 46? A long-ass time, dog. It's a long time. It's a long time. Like, people make these jokes like, it's a long time. I'm sorry. He's done a lot of good.
Sorry,
I'm not going to pretend he didn't do it, but that's
I didn't apologize. Hold on. I'm wrong. He drugged and then raped these women.
Absolutely.
Sorry.
He did it. Jesus. I don't understand how people debating this shit. Oh, my God. Woo!
Do you guys think that all the women that came forward were telling the truth?
Well, Janice, what was her name?
No. One of the girls recently put on her.
Hold up. I didn't mean to cut you off, but like, I want to answer that question sincerely.
Mm-hmm.
Even let's just say on face value, all the women were telling the truth. Think about how many women
were.
Think about the raw fucking number of how many women. Like that's like the weirdest defense I've heard.
Not only that, that's probably not even all of them.
Yeah, like this.
People die. So some people that he probably have accused of die because they're older, or they've been paid off possibly, or
maybe they don't want to come forward.
They don't want to come forward because they don't want no fucking heat. Like we know for sure one person was lying.
Yeah,
for one, absolutely sure we know one was
lying.
Playboy?
Do you know about Dr. Larry Nassar?
That sounds familiar.
He's an Olympic doctor.
That nigga, yes. Yeah. That the one that was fucking touching the freaking gymnast inappropriately. Mm-hmm. And the one, who was her name, that was just on the last winning team. She came out and said something, and then the whole
Ramsey?
No. Yeah, Ramsey? Yes, it was Ramsey. She came out and said something, and then like Simone and the other girls backed up.
He probably has close to 300 victims.
That's fucking disgusting. Because he's been on the Olympic. He's an Olympic doctor.
No, I want to point that out there because let's again, even if I agree with this statement, let's just say that some of those women are lying. Think about that number.
300.
Think about that number. Like
that's
the sort of realm we're in when we're getting to the levels with these certain people, and it's the same thing with Harvey Weinstein. People are like, why isn't I've seen that meme come up? Listen, Bill Cosby got arrested and charged on the only case that didn't miss the statute of limitations.
Yep.
This is the only case for the most part, right?
All the shit he did was happening in the fucking 70s.
Yeah, 70s and 90s and 80s. This is the only one in the 2000s that he can get charged with. That was the only case.
This old nigga was doing the shit for the past 40 years.
And people
fucking reckless.
People bring up the point about Harvey Weinstein. Why didn't he get charged? Because he paid somebody off. Point blank period. Like, I can answer that question.
Yep.
He paid off Manhattan prosecutor Cyrus Vance to make the case go away.
Yep.
But after the revelations got revealed, guess who got embarrassed? Cyrus Vance.
Yep.
So now they're reinvestigating that case, and he could actually go to jail for that, in addition to the Paris prosecutor investigating another case against him. So those are two cases. So when people say what happened to Harvey Weinstein, don't speak too soon.
Yeah, that shit is still rolling.
But with a lot of these people, there's a few things that I want to point out. Number one, not all of them have committed these crimes in a time period in which they can be tried.
Yep.
That's number one. And, like that's a fact.
It's a fact. Right? Old motherfuckers, come on. All these motherfuckers is old.
And number 2, some of these guys, like let's take Louis C.K. He exposed himself to his employees, and people laughed at that. I thought that was interesting. People are just like, "Oh, why didn't you walk away?" I'm like, and I hate to have to do this because I think this is so stupid. If a dude did that to your daughter or mother or you would have reacted that way, but because she's not related to you, it doesn't matter.
Right.
Okay. What did they charge him with? Like seriously,
displacement,
a lewd act.
Yes. What actual time would he have done?
Right.
30 days. Slap on the wrist, maybe probation.
A fine.
And a lot of these cases are entering that territory where the prosecutor is just going to be very blunt. Like either we don't have the evidence to bring this to trial, or even if we do bring this to trial,
it's not going to be worth it.
Like what's the consequence, right?
You're wasting public dollars for nothing. No outcome.
And for people thinking on the flip side about the accusation ruined these guys' lives, Bill Cosby's the only one that went to jail so far, right?
Yeah.
But the majority of people have been accused have just been fired from their job. They haven't been stripped of their millions.
Nope.
They haven't been taken to jail. Like, what are we talking about right now? So you still rich and at your house?
What are we? Meanwhile,
what are we talking about right now? Like, what are we actually?
Meanwhile,
what did you lose? You lost your reputation.
There's whole ass fucking women and men running around that are constantly questioning what they did wrong to invite that fucking negative ass interaction. Like, if a nigga pull out their dick, guess what's gonna happen? Me and your dick and my Nike gonna have a fucking meeting. I'm kicking your shit so fucking hard, you're gonna be like, what happened?
Also,
what happened was...
No, Vonna, I'm happy that you
thought.
No, here's the thing, too. And so with Louis C.K., another thing also needs to be mentioned. Because I'm using this example because his is the one that people laugh off.
And that's not fucking
funny. Plus, people think it's hilarious.
This is like that fucking dick pic shit. Like, no one asked you for this shit.
I'm going to talk about that. I was waiting until you finish, but go ahead.
So here's the Louis C.K. thing. That this is very important. Because people are really concerned about Louis C.K. being rich and unbothered, right?
Right.
One of the things that happened to the people who accused him of this is he drummed them out of the comedy industry. He used his clout so that the 4 original women who talked about him never got work again. Right? They still can't work to this day because the people think that he ruined his career, even though he admitted to doing this. They think he should brush it off and walk it off, right? So my point being is, y'all are concerned that he's rich and unbothered, but he ruined
other people's careers
and literally dragged them out of the industry. And there's multiple cases of this. Harvey Weinstein got that woman, like a few actresses, blackballed.
Yep.
The guy from the Today Show, Matt Lauer, got people fired.
Yo, that Matt Lauer shit still bothers me. This nigga had his own fucking panic room button
to lock
the door from his fucking desk. What dumbass fucking electrician thought that was a good idea? What the fuck you need that shit for?
Like, people, I know that
the amount of enabling is fucking maddening
to care more about the famous person in this scenario. It's what Malcolm X talked about. You talked about the oppressor. He had a quote. Remember this? Talking about where the media will have you cheering for the oppressor and hating the oppressed. Yeah. Listen, dog. People need to do this little moment. Do this little thought exercise. Fame doesn't equal a good person.
At all.
It's a fact.
Like, fame doesn't equal a good person. Like, if you said tomorrow Will Smith murdered somebody, I'll probably not believe it. And it's not because I know Will Smith. I just know him for being good and famous for so long. That's my assumption, right?
Right.
But Will Smith could actually turn around and murder somebody.
Everyone is capable of everything.
Fame doesn't equal a good person. And I think we really need to step back sometimes and not only think about that, but start to do this mental breakdown where you ask yourself, when you're building this conspiracy, does this actually make sense? Like that very basic ass question. Does this make sense? Oh, they're getting Bill Cosby out of the paint because black. What was the last relevant thing Bill Cosby did?
I'll wait.
Like, that's like, Crickets. Think about that. And
but he was going to buy NBC. With whatever money he didn't have.
Like, conspiracies happen. I'm not going to say they don't, but not everything is a conspiracy. Sometimes it's just face value. And please, I know we all rally around black people. I get that. I understand.
But don't rally around when niggas is fucking up.
Don't rally around everybody. Don't rally around Kanye.
All your skin folk ain't your kinfolk.
Don't rally around Tiger Woods' ass.
Katt Williams.
Yo.
Oh my God. Yo, this Katt Williams shit pissing me off.
That was a hard left.
Hold on. Before you go into that. I just want to say this. Like, shout out to the Me Too movement, right? At this point, it looks like we are still some time away until laws are actually like, yo, you touch this person, you sexually assaulted, you're doing time, you're doing hard punishment. In the meantime, I definitely feel like I'm going to really start a movement where if, ladies, you receive a dick picture and it was unsolicited and it wasn't on some shit where it's like, hey, you know what, we were kind of talking about sending the dick picture, you know what I'm saying? The nigga needs to be registered as a sex offender. And you know what, as somebody who has sent dick pictures, I can honestly say, unless I read the whole message wrong, every single woman knew it was coming. You know why? Well, besides of embarrassment, I've been taught from since I was young, you got to be careful because it's easy to say consensual to go to rape.
Yeah.
And no black man wants to go to jail for rape because you become somebody's bitch. Okay? And unfortunately, I've met women, I've dated women who've been victims of rape and sexual assault, and that blew my shit because there's no justice for them in that sense. Now, I'm going to say this here. It may not make the final edit, but I think what's going to happen is there are going to be some women out there taking justice into their own hands. And that's when the law is going to be like, you know what? Maybe we need to give them something.
I've been,
There's going to be some dickless niggas in the Bronx and Brooklyn, New York. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Some shit's going to happen here. I'm not saying to go out and do it. But at the same time, if it happens,
actually in India, there's a squad of women that goes.
The pink squad, the pink something squad. They go around fucking niggas up. Like legit. They
coming soon to America.
Pink saris and hijabs.
Vigilante justice in America. I don't want anybody gathering in groups with torches. I seen the videos. I saw Mississippi burning. Don't do that shit. If any of y'all gather in a field, I'm calling the police. Okay. Because we're going to go from here to here. I mean, while we out here, we might as well grab a nigga. Wait, hold on a minute. Wait a minute. This is not why we are here.
It's cool, Ocean. You're not one of those blacks. What? What do you mean?
Yo, in that moment, if you're in that crowd, do you fight that? Because you're like, what the fuck? You know what? I don't want to be. You know what? Now.
You better get a good running start.
Like run away from against a distance.
Hell no, I ain't. Yo, let me call my cousins and get the fuck out of here. Out.
It's like, don't go over by Fordham right now. It's some heavy shit going on right now.
Yo, shout out to Kevin Hart for coming out with all the time and the facts.
My man punched in. Time.
Don't kick my sister's ball over the yard, over the fence. I was like, oh.
I want my sister's ball back.
Yeah. I was like,
you gonna get it.
You took that shit real seriously.
Listen, oh my God.
That was empowering as hell.
Listen.
You know, some people.
This Katt Williams shit is so beautiful because it's like those moments when people talk without thinking.
Yes.
And I love it. I love it. Because when you talk without thinking, you actually share what you're thinking.
Yep.
And when you are sharing delusions, I know what your mind state is. Right?
Yep.
I sold 2.3 million tickets.
Where?
Beyonce sold 2.3 million. Bitch, who are you talking about? Like, what are we talking about right now? Like, what?
What was the stats Kev gave? He said he sold 1.3 himself. Yeah. He's nowhere near it.
Right.
He's nowhere near. Katt is nowhere near Kev.
Katt's not even doing the same size of Kev sold out the NFL.
Football.
Yeah. If
arena.
You're not doing that, there's no way you can reasonably. You know what's the most impressive thing that Kevin Hart said to me as a comedy nerd? He said, Katt Williams has said, I've been on the road 15 consecutive years.
Touring.
And Kev asked a very basic question.
When do you write new content?
Yep.
Because if you watch anybody do stand-up, when they get off tour, they go to clubs and tell loose jokes
so they can,
as they try to figure
out
soft
opening.
Yeah.
They're like, okay, this is gonna hit. Yeah.
If you did it 15 years, when the fuck did you have time to do that? That shit doesn't take. That's not a quick.
No.
I get off the road and a week later I'm good. Like that's not how it works. Like, bruh. I also don't understand why all these comedians like to shit on Kevin Hart. I think it's. What was that? Out of here.
Comedians. That's what you said. You said comedians.
Comedians. Oh, that's a new word.
I don't understand why these comedians don't want to shit at Kevin Hart, because I think you know what it is? I hear a lot of resentment in their voice, boy.
Oh, my God.
I hear the resentment in their voice, the bitterness, the I could have been you, I should be you.
But you're not.
But you didn't work as hard. Not only that, they didn't work as hard. Kevin has done a lot of shit.
That motherfucker don't sleep.
He's busy. No,
Facts.
Kevin, he doesn't fucking sleep.
No, he don't sleep. If he does sleep, I want to see what that sleep look like so I can.
Because Kevin was right. Came on his own sneaker. Who you joking?
The craziest thing to me
as
is
a comedian,
like,
you right?
But yo.
I don't remember Eddie Murphy having shoes.
Someone's like, "Oh, Katt Williams,
leather suit." Exactly. That's what I was thinking.
Two leather suits.
You're right. I don't remember being on sale.
Kevin Hart's successful and Katt Williams isn't because, and the basic implication was Kevin Hart was willing to do gay things because that's what the meme was. Let's be very clear about what they were implying.
Tag me.
Katt Williams' first role was what, Mike? His first breakout role. With Terry Crews.
Terry Crews. Oh,
Magic
with
Mike.
Pimp Down.
Yep.
Pimp Down.
What happened in that movie to Katt Williams' character from Terry Crews?
He screamed. He's passed out.
That's his first movie.
No, but you don't understand.
And people like, yo,
Ocean.
Katt's not gonna do this sort of shit.
Ocean.
You have that movie in your top 5, homie. How you gonna tweet this out?
Ocean.
Like people.
Ocean, but he was defending himself, whereas Katt Williams was defending. I've heard the argument that Katt Williams was defending himself, and Kevin Hart just let it happen. And what they do is they actually show they show a skit where Shaquille O'Neal is acting like an officer, and he pulled Katt Williams over. He pretty much takes advantage of him because he's a big guy.
Yeah, Kevin Hart.
Yeah, Kevin Hart.
Yeah,
and Kev wasn't with the shits. Kev was just taking advantage of. Once again, it wasn't gay. As far as The Rock kissing him in what was that movie? I can't Central Intelligence, right? He didn't even like that shit. He was just like, nah, that's not cool. The Rock did that. Come on, son. You really gonna come out here and be like, yo, Kevin Hart's gay? He's not even playing the gay roles.
Can we stop
as big.
Using the gay thing as
Hold on.
Too? Somebody just
I haven't seen Kevin. Here's the crazy part. I haven't seen Kevin Hart put on a wig and act like a woman.
You know, black
you know
men
who
don't
did that?
like
Eddie
that.
Murphy, Martin Lawrence.
Can we go on? Black man is gay.
Okay.
That's that media takeout shit. It's like media takeout was famous for that. The minute you know you're famous as a black man, as if media takeout implies you're gay. Like that's the first thing they do. Like if media takeout never implied you're gay, you weren't famous.
Exactly.
The crazy part about all this shit is that I hate people. Y'all need to do your research and Google. Stop sharing this shit and not backing it up.
I was agreeing with him
because y'all not looking this shit up. Y'all are not looking like I know I have the meme. And it's like. Katt Williams didn't have to go through this and to do that, bro. Like, are you kidding me? Like, get the fuck out of here with that dumb shit. And you make it seem like he was with the shits. He wasn't. Like, let it go.
And let's also act like, please, we all know that nigga's high. Katt be high. He
talked about
I am
that.
someone that sweats a lot. I get hot easily. Katt Williams got the standing sweats. Like the room cool, ain't nobody moving, and he got that marathon drench going. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Okay, no, let's be real.
Let's
go serious.
It's my plug coming on time sweat.
Oh, shit.
That's I just got a rehab. Where the bag at?
How about this?
What the fuck?
How about this? Kevin Hart talked about like Katt Williams was the man at that moment, right? At one moment, he was the man, right? He was, right? Yeah. What'd he do with it? He bought all the money for drugs. He don't even own all his shows, right? Kevin Hart actually brought the people that was with him up.
Yep.
What about Katt? Would Katt do that?
Nope.
That's a real nigga right there.
Let's talk about Leslie Jones for a minute, though. We got to interject. Leslie Jones said, both y'all keep my fucking name out your mouth.
Word.
Leslie came with the smoke. She said, neither y'all ain't helped me do shit. And she said Kevin Hart told her she wasn't funny. Listen, if I was a comedian, I'm like, oh, word? All right. All right, them fighting words right there. That's like another rapper telling you that bar is weak. Oh, all right, listen to the next song.
Right. First of all, click you lame.
Kill set and the click you claim.
Facts.
Woo, my God. Listen, I want to wrap up. So, because I fucked up. I'm sorry, folks. We're supposed to have a long episode. It's lost in the ether. We had a good discussion, though. I'm sorry y'all weren't there for that. Anyway, I want
It's like if you made it to the show, you got to see it, but we weren't able to record it. So halftime, though?
Right.
I want to end on our moment of joy. Who wants to go first?
You know, I'm actually not ready. Hold on one second.
My moment of joy is Sage coming back for the weekend. I ain't seen her in a month, and I got to spend some QT, so I'm happy.
Wow.
Oh, that was cute.
Yeah, I did it.
I respect that. Sage?
See how she had to
What
ponder.
the fuck? Why are you laughing?
I just pulled the trigger on her real quick.
First shot, what you going to respond back with?
Everybody gonna die.
Ditto. How about that? Meow.
Cop out. I don't believe it.
That sounds sincere, right? That's bullshit.
No, I have my moment of joy is wow, we were woke up the other day and his nephews were in the house and the youngest one, my godbaby, he was so excited to see me. He literally climbed in the bed with us and like hugged me and like just stayed there. And I was like, I'm like, are you okay? Like, are you falling asleep? Like, I don't understand what you're doing. He is obsessed with High Bridge. Me, I'm like second fiddle. But for him to like do that and like stay there, I was like, you miss Auntie Vonna? He was like, yes. I said, so that was my moment of joy.
Is it making you soft?
Yo.
Just
straight milk duds on a hot day, nigga. Just soft. It's bad, son. Because there's layers to that softness.
I feel kids can cut both ways. They can make you feel good, but don't let them insult you.
Oh
man. Because they're just looking into your soul.
You like, how you...
shoes today? What the fuck you look?
No, dress yourself. Once you learn to make that mac and cheese out the box by your damn self, you a tough fly.
That was so stupid.
My moment of joy is my Xbox One. That shit is amazing. I got that shit. Yes. So many games I've been playing. There's this game, City Skylines. I've been telling him about this. I'm addicted to the game. Shit's working my last nerve.
Danny Ocean is the guy you want as commentary, son.
Listen, let me describe the game real quick. Basically, you build your own city from scratch.
Oh.
I'm not going to lie. I'm on my third city because the other two went bankrupt. Okay? Listen.
So you Cuomo this shit.
Oh, man. Yo, I looked at my budget.
I'm so glad you beat me to that.
That shit said -75. I said... Because it's like, it doesn't, like, the pricing is not realistic. So it's like 75,000, but you can build buildings with that, right? My shit was -75,000, 80,000. I already took out all the loans I could take. I was like, I guess we're done here.
I guess you're
like, the water's dirty. I'm like, fuck your water. I got bills. Like, that's a you problem.
Oh my God.
Buy Britta. What the fuck you coming to me for?
Buy Britta. Oh my God. Slumlord.
Give me 10%.
But now the game's good. We good. I mean, my subway system all fucked up, but people get around. So it's a good time.
Let it be an Uber driver in your city.
Oh my God.
Woo.
My moment of joy is we actually came on Friday, believe it or not. I had a conversation with one of my friends. We had just finished a couple of days ago. We finished recording High Road Geek Gigs. Shout out to High Road Geek Gigs. Shout out to Geeks Unlimited. Shout out to Indian Mag. All these other people that definitely support the group. That actually listen to Last Stop on the L, whatever. And believe it or not, we were talking about it. We were like, at one point, when did you think that you were going to actually be on a podcast talking about things that actually concern you? I was like, I never thought about it. It was really Danny Ocean talking about like, yo, we should talk about this on a great conversation, a dope conversation. I'm like, all right, cool. You know, Vonna Sage came in, gave us a whole text resume, came in. I'm never going to forget that. That's going to happen. You tried it. She brought High Bridge on the second episode. This nigga was in the corner like, what up? But it's interesting because I realize even now, like, I'm surrounded by people who are actually out here living their dreams in some way, shape, or form and actually getting to talk and have a voice. Whereas previously we didn't have that. You know, social media is a great thing, everybody. I don't know why everybody's against it. It's about how you use it. Before, I used to be on a rotary phone dialing people from from muscle memory, talking for like 3 hours. Nobody recorded our well, I don't know if the government did, but you know, nobody recorded our conversation like
that. How you doing, Jerry? Say hello to the kids.
Hey, Jerry. You know? So it's dope to see that. It's dope to see other people prosper. And honestly, this is my moment of joy.
Facts.
All right, man. So we're gonna close out on that note. I have no idea what song I'm gonna put after this, but the beat gonna slap. That like a light. The hardest bar about taking a nap.